I'm starting to feel super accommodated in this little house in the fairy tale hut, and I wonder if I will ever leave this place again. So let's take you on a tour to see everything what's around here and why you can so easily fall in love like I did with this place. First, we have the hose with water. The owners directed the water through this hose, and there is super convenient working fresh water. This works until the temperature falls below 0 degrees, when it will froze, and then you must go to the spring. Next is the barn. You see here plenty of wood for fire, and you can sleep in the barn in the hay if you enjoy this, getting closer to the nature. Here it is. Very basic. You can go up there and sleep in the hay. You have the view in the forest. I see there is a blanket. Yeah, simple but cozy. As you noticed, you have all kinds of barbecues. That one and this one here in the small room. And now let's see the main house. The main house is composed from 2 rooms. This one room with bed, this is where I sleep. The kitchen, the stove, this is where I cook. You have plenty of pots. You have a cutlery, you have plates, mugs, absolutely everything you need for cooking. And the heat coming from the stove is more than enough for keeping warm during the night for sleeping. And then this is the next room, designated for sleeping. Very comfortable beds with nice mattresses. Everything super clean and super cozy. This is the stove that reminds me of my childhood. You have plenty of candles, you can make a very atmospheric feeling. Candles, lights, books, life in the woods. Super nice. All kinds of ornaments like this, very tasteful. And of course the magnificent view. You can see the fire, it's already burning, getting ready for cooking. And if you get outside from the main house, you have here a small garden. The owners told me it used to be a vegetable garden. So if I search very well for potatoes, I will find some there. If I get out of food, I am saved. Then if you exit the small yard here, you reach the bigger yard. All the land belongs to the owners of the huts. You have there an absolutely amazing fireplace with all this view, and in the night the view is equally great. All the lights are on, and the feeling is absolutely genius. Here is the largest city in the area, called Petroșani. Is a mining town, 40,000 inhabitants. And a bit to the right you can see the the town of Petrila. Here we have a bench for relaxing and enjoying the view. And the view will not disappoint. Not at all. It is absolutely amazing. And there is one more thing. Up there in the forest there is a swing. Should we try the swing? What I haven't showed you yet is the toilet, situated here in this corner. Is an ecological toilet, basically a big bucket which goes into the forest. You use this ground to cover, and then the bucket goes to the forest. But what's amazing about this toilet is the view. Check it out. The toilet with the best view in the world. The sound of the nature is absolutely magic. Absolutely perfect. I can't wait to sleep here, to wake up in the morning hearing only the forest. And with this view, I mean, this is really perfection. This is a typically Romanian food. Polenta with cottage cheese and sour cream. Yum, yum, yum. Polenta cooked on the wood stove. I finished packing and it's time now to head back to civilization. I really spent a priceless time here, but everything has an end, and I have to say goodbye now to the little fairy tale hut and head towards another adventure. As I was mentioning yesterday, we are in Parung Massif, and tonight I will live towards Bucegi Massif, which is the most famous one in Romania. But this one is equally beautiful and less well known. So before leaving, I will climb the Little Parâng peak to show you around from above. The highest peak is the Big Parâng, Parângul Mare, 2,519 meters elevation, so pretty high. But for me today I will only climb the closer one, the Little Parâng. The deciduous forest is making space for the coniferous, the evergreens and the hardwood. This mushroom here, the yellow one, is called the rooster crest, and it is eatable, and cooked it is really delicious, very good. Before the final ascent we have some quotes here in Romanian. Let's see. The mountain is the wizard who shows you the real splendor of the nature, and the mountain is the final explosion of the greatness of the nature. Cool. Look what I found. It's a very cuddly cat. Before saying goodbye to Parâng Mountains and closing this video, I want to explain you a bit why, after traveling so many mountains and hiking all over Europe, I believe the Southern Carpathians, the Romanian Carpathians, are some of the most beautiful mountains in Europe. And this is mainly because of the forest. Romania has huge forested areas. Also it has the last virgin forest in Europe, and that's why the wildlife was happy here and thriving compared with other countries in Europe. And being so wild, they create a special and unique environment, which is absolutely beautiful and amazing for nature lovers and for mountain lovers. The highest peak in Romania is not the highest in the area, is only 2,544 meters, but the forest is simply unique, and it makes a huge difference. Although Romania is not a very big country and the mountains are spreading on only a third of the country, still the forests and the crests of the mountains holds 35% of wolf population, grey wolf, in Europe, and 30% of the bear population, the brown bear. This list excludes the European part of Russia, and the second country in bear numbers is Sweden, but with a population of less than half of the Romanian population of brown bears. I'm happy I was able to show you the fairy tale hut and the forest surrounding it, both in misty weather and in sunny weather. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Drop me a like to support me, and see you in the next one.